Hello everyone, and today I will be doing my second Kamala Harris versus Donald Trump 2024 presidential election prediction. Why am I doing another one? So after the Trump assassination, calls on Biden to end his bid faded. But now it is rising again, so I think it's time we do another Harris versus Trump prediction. So as you can see, Harris is just absolutely crushing Biden in the Democratic nominee polls. And then we decided his Harris's running mate, Josh Shapiro, because he is second in the vice presidential nominee for polling market. Although Roy Cooper and others are actually pretty close behind. So that's why I did Kamala Harris and Josh Shapiro versus Donald Trump and J.D. Vance. So now let's just get into it. Let's start with the safe Democratic states, as always. All of these. Wait, no. That is pretty good. And I think that's it. Yes, that is it for the safe Democratic states. Now let's go to the safe Republican states. I do think Kamala Harris would slightly pull down the ticket. Because she does have a lower approval rating than Joe Biden, and that's very hard to do. So yeah, I think that a running mate like Josh Shapiro would not give her any black approval rating in the South, although he does do okay with some minorities, and Kamala Harris already does not appeal with black voters. And I do not think so Josh Shapiro kind of helps out in the Northeast, as well as in the Midwest. The South, Trump absolutely crushes as well in the Sun Belt. So yeah. And then now let's just go to the likely states. And these are going to be Delaware, Connecticut, Rhode Island, Oregon, and Colorado. Why these states? Because they all went for Biden by not that much, and I feel like it could trend enough for these states to become likely in 2024. Colorado was already likely, but I'm just going to have it stay likely. Okay, now let's move on to the likely Republican states. Oh, wait, okay, I'm also going to put Illinois in likely. But now let's go to the likely Republican states. These are Georgia, North Carolina, and Arizona and Nevada. This is because of a low approval rating in the South for black voters for Josh Shapiro and Kamala Harris. Even though Kamala Harris is half African American, she just does not have a high enough approval rating to bring these states to lean. And for Nevada and Arizona, none of these two candidates really have appeal in the Sun Belt states. So now let's move on to the lean Democratic states. These are New Mexico, New Jersey, and yeah, that's really it. Why these two states? It's because these two states, they were likely Biden in 2020, and I feel like again it can trend enough to become lean or possibly even tilt in Trump's best scenario. And I do think Trump can win these, possibly. Now let's do the lean Republican states. I think that's Wisconsin, Michigan. These two states, I would have put Wisconsin in likely, except Josh Shapiro is a running mate, which he does gain a suburban white vote in the Rust Belt states. But I just don't think it's enough for Shapiro to win Michigan or Wisconsin. And the reason I have Michigan in lean is because it's a most liberal or most left-leaning of these three states: Wisconsin, Michigan, and Pennsylvania. Okay, now let's move on to the tilt Democrat states. These are going to be Virginia. I feel like Shapiro slightly is able to help keep the state of Virginia. I feel like it is the same in Minnesota, and the same in Maine at large, 2 electoral votes. Because Shapiro does again also help in the Northeast, Midwest, and Virginia, which has a similar, it is kind of similar to Pennsylvania, Shapiro's home state. Now let's do the tilt Republican states. These are Pennsylvania, New Hampshire, and Nebraska's 2nd district. The reason for this is New Hampshire, it's a bit more right than Maine, which I feel like Shapiro just barely cannot help Harris hold on to New Hampshire. In Pennsylvania, Shapiro, that is his home state. That's why I have it in tilt, not lean. I just don't think Shapiro can help flip that. And in Nebraska's 2nd district, it is incredibly right trending, and I feel like today it's going to be the year where it goes red. So yeah, this is my second Harris versus Trump prediction. If the vice presidential odds change, like instead of Shapiro being in second, it's Cooper or Kelly or Bashir or Buttigieg or Whitmer or Warnock or anyone else, if you guys want me to make a video about that, who would be the best VP nominee for Kamala Harris, I will do that. I'll probably do a poll, a community poll on that. But yeah, thank you for watching today's video, and goodbye.